Hi everyone, it's Eva Benmeleh. It's December 2021, the end of the year, and I just want to do things backwards because it's not perfect and introduce myself. You guys know my name, but I want to tell you a little bit about me, and I'll take the last couple of weeks of December to do that. So, who am I? I was born in Venezuela and I moved with my family to Miami, Florida when I was just a little kid. I didn't speak any English except for maybe 5 words, and I had a hell of a time adjusting because I had no idea what was going on half the time. But luckily, I figured it out and I became the model student citizen for all immigrant children who would come to our school. I would be their chaperone and I would show them around and show them the ropes. So since I was little, I've always tried to guide. The other part of my childhood that I like to mention is that I'm the firstborn and first granddaughter from my mom's side. And so I was always around my uncles, my cousins, my grandparents, great-grandparents, and I loved listening to adults tell their stories. I loved making them laugh and just kind of listening to what it is that they had to say and making them feel better when they felt sad. And being in family, especially with my family in Costa Rica, just warmed my heart. It made me feel like I had some sort of belonging and pertinence to this family, this huge family that I come from, even though we lived in the United States. As I grew up, I knew I wanted to be a mother because I loved taking care of people and I loved making sure that they felt happy and being always the advice giver. As you can see, these aspects of my personality became my career as a psychologist. I give my heart and soul to my job. I don't look at it as my job, I look at it as my calling, my purpose, because it really warms my heart when I can connect with someone and help them change the way they view the world and help them find solutions to so many problems that keep them feeling stuck and unable to make progress in the issues and lifestyles that are so important to them. Being a part of the journey for my clients, it's just the best. It's the best feeling. I can't even describe it any more than repeating the same word, the best. I'm a mother of 2 lovely, delicious children. My daughter who is 10 right now and my son who is 8, and they are my world. They inspire me to be a better parent, to catch myself when my gremlins and inner critics are coming out to play. And they also show me to take a step back, to relax, and to enjoy the process. Each of them have a different personality, and each of them have their own incredible comments and insights to make. And I enjoy so much being their mom. And I pause because I'm thinking, man, I'm talking too positive about it. So it's not that it's always peachy keen and perfect. I also get stressed out. I also get overwhelmed. I also push myself sometimes to limits where I need to take a step back and reframe and recoup and say, okay, where is it that I'm following and falling back into old patterns? Where is it that I need to set boundaries? And where is it that I need to just keep going with the flow? I'm a perfectionist in recovery, and perfectionism, as I've come to find out, is a culprit of so many mental health issues, from anxiety and depression, from postpartum issues, from eating disorders, from performance anxiety in sports and in tests, because we're constantly judging ourselves and comparing ourselves to others who seem like they have it perfectly put together, or who seem like they have no problem in the world. And we tend to judge ourselves and criticize ourselves because, well, there must be something wrong with me if everybody else has it figured out. And throughout my own journey, I've started to really research as much as possible perfectionism and how it impacts each and every one of us and where does it begin. And it fills me up because it's a whole added bonus to the work that I do when I catch parents specifically and I catch individuals who are later adults talking about themselves in a way that is completely not true. And what I mean by that is because when we live our life chasing expectations and chasing these high standards, that there's nothing wrong with wanting more, but it's to what extent we push ourselves down while we're trying to reach for more that can become very difficult and can create all these problems. So when I'm able to talk about that in therapy and have that person see what it's really about, and they can then start to release perfectionism from their day-to-day life, magic happens. Relationships flourish. People show parts of themselves that they never knew could come out, although they always knew it existed. And children begin to relax because they're no longer chasing this unreachable parental acceptance, and they start to see that they're truly loved unconditionally despite their perfect and imperfect, poised and rambunctious selves. And this is why I love what I do, why I eat it, read it, study it, sleep, all of it, because I have seen all of the positive changes that it can come out from releasing unrealistic expectations and from trusting ourselves. So, I wish you a wonderful end of the year and a great beginning to next year, and we will be in touch. Bye-bye.